If you have watched Dr. Bacola's video on the Skene, the stage building in ancient Greek performance spaces, you will already be familiar with this space as a crucial element of the original performance conditions of ancient Greek drama and the way it creates meaning. In this video, we will be looking at Sophocles' Oedipus Tyrannus, or Oedipus the King, to see how the Skene, and especially the dark space that it hides, helps the themes of the play materialize on stage. We will be doing this in two parts, with this first video focusing on Oedipus himself, his mind, his past, his memories, while the other will concentrate on Jocasta and her children by Oedipus. Oedipus Tyrannus is the story of a man seeking to discover first the origins of a plague in Thebes, and then, following a downward spiral of revelations, learning that he has killed his father, married his mother, and that he himself is the source of pollution in the city and land of Thebes. The Skene in this play, representing the palace of Thebes, may also be seen, on a metaphorical level, as the physical and entirely visible representation of the mind of Oedipus, his state of ignorance, the darkness of his mind until he finds the light of revelation. In relation to ancient Athenian theatre space, where these plays were performed, you might remember there was a structural opposition between the inside and the outside, the exterior light and the interior darkness of the Skene. The enclosed inside space of the Skene is the place where Oedipus resides with his wife and mother, along with their children, unknowingly keeping alive and perpetuating his dark and hidden past of having killed his father and married his mother. This physical and metaphorical darkness of the Skene is reflected and emphasized in the darkness of Oedipus's mind, showing how for much of the play Oedipus is not consciously aware of who he truly is. While Oedipus acts under the belief that he knows his identity, the linked revelations that swiftly lead from one truth to the next strip away the false clarity he thinks he possesses, revealing how little of what he knows is true. His mind, therefore, is shown to be a dark place, filled with blindness, which links it with the dark inside of the Skene, which is glimpsed every time the doors are opened for characters to enter or exit. It is therefore quite ironic when Oedipus says to the gathered people of Thebes, after they ask him to find a solution to the plague, "Well, I shall begin again and light up the obscurity." And after saying so, he immediately proceeds to go from the light of the outside to enter the darkness of the inside of the palace. Each time Oedipus enters the Skene, he does so believing that he has or will shed light on some truth, whether that be assuring the people of Thebes that he will bring to light the killer of the previous king Laius, or rejecting what he believes to be the false truths of the seer Tiresias. His subsequent entrance into a dark space after each of these declarations, however, creates a performative contrast between the clarity he believes in and the waiting darkness and thus symbolic ignorance the watching audience sees him entering into. There are manifold secrets that are kept concealed within the Skene, all of which spiral around Oedipus, his actions, and his lack of awareness regarding the true implications of those actions. All of this is kept in a place of darkness within the Skene where no light can reach in and reveal the terrible truth, thus helping us recognize the depth and origin of the metaphorical blindness, that is, his ignorance, with which Oedipus operates for a large part of the play. And here we have a very suggestive image that helps us capture this idea. As he is the king of Thebes, and thus an extension of the palace, the man and the structure are linked, the darkness within projected upon the mind of Oedipus. This is with the exception of one line where both his mind and his eyes see the truth at the same time. "Oh, oh," he says, "all is now clear. O light, may I now look on you for the last time, I who am revealed as cursed in my birth, cursed in my marriage, cursed in my killing." For one moment Oedipus finds his way out of the oppressive darkness of the house, but as soon as he does so, he once again leaves the stage and enters the Skene, trying to reclaim the now lost safe to the darkness of unseeing and unknowing. His declaration of "O light, may I now look on you for the last time," is an emphasis on the brevity of the light he has been granted, for this revelation of his own blindness is too terrible for him to bear. The darkness of the Skene is thus a place that helps conceal the truth that will destroy the family within if it is revealed, highlighting clearly to the audience the play's themes of being able to see versus being blind to the truth. It helps emphasize what true sight is alongside Oedipus's lack of it, a lack that will cause all of his coming grief. In the next video, we will be looking at Jocasta and her children with Oedipus and the ways in which they help materialize these themes of the play on the stage.